What's going on, boys?
How's it going, guys?
I'd like to welcome Harry Potter to the show.
Yep. I don't have my glasses on tonight.
Funny, man. Jourdan, man, super ecstatic to have you, man. You and I talk all the time, but
it's good.
I'm
Stoked.
glad to have you today, man.
Yeah.
Kev, of course. Hey, Kev, can we just take a second for the customary view of the Chev on the wall, please?
Chev just popped out of your head.
I moved it forward so it can be visible the whole time now.
Thick.
It's my little halo.
I love it.
Color shifting halo. Awesome, man. So, Jourdan, anything exciting happened lately?
Just the usual grind, day to day. Rains every day here. Oh, but I got in the Grandaddy, so that's pretty good.
Like highlight.
Thanks for a good day.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was your initial reaction? Because everybody knows, like, if you get a PM from JB and it's around an announcement, you kind of get nervous because JB has like said an announcement's coming tomorrow, and then there'll be like 4 announcements that morning about like who won balls, who won a driver giveaway, like so like you never know.
I don't know if I was like selling something or like I get all these PMs and I'm like, oh god, and then that one was like 7 a.m. and I think like JB, like I got a message from JB and then somebody texted me or like McLovin just texted me like exclamation, or he said like, how are you doing today? And I hadn't talked to him in like 3 months. I was like, oh, it's happening.
It's happening.
So I got out of the shower and like I was like freaking out and my wife was like, what is going on?
That's a pretty good way to wake up in the morning.
It's a good way to start the day. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's still kind of like surreal. Like I was playing golf this morning and there was a Callaway fitting at the range. I was like, hey, so I'm going out to the ECPC. What about you? And he was like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, that's right.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Hey, so I know hopefully you've seen a couple of these before, but we really just want to just talk Grandaddy. Obviously, give the guy the forum a chance to get to know you. So. Yeah. Kevin and I will bounce back and forth a little bit. I'm sure he'll interrogate you a little bit. We might play a few this or that games.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Jourdan, live in Detroit suburbs in Michigan. Been here a long time. Married, got a 3-year-old daughter and a little boy coming next month. And he's
man, this is a really good year for you.
It's a really good year, and we were tossing names back and forth, and I'm not going to reveal it yet. But really, what's up?
Did you just buy a new house?
Last year, that was the last year.
Okay.
But it may be Callaway Staffer might be a name coming up for the boy. Now that I'm in the Grandaddy, we'll see.
You're naming it Finley.
Darth Finley is on the table. We'll see.
That's fun.
That's awesome.
Cool, man. So how long have you been playing?
So I started as a junior. My grandpa was really into golf. He was a tinkerer. He build putters in his garage and stuff like that. Just lots of random stuff. He got my dad into it, and then I got kind of burnt out like really young, just because I didn't like getting up at 6 a.m. to go play golf in the summer. So I quit when I was like 10 or 12, and then I picked it back up after college. So it's something that I wish that I had stuck with big time, because my dad played a lot and my grandpa played. I got to play with my grandpa some before he passed, but I wish I'd stuck with it for sure, because now I'm just like totally obsessed. And it's like my wife is like, oh, now that we have kids, you're obsessed with golf. I'm like, oh, jeez. I love it. I think I got the
play around.
I got the tinkering thing from my grandpa probably, and the club hoe thing from my dad. So got them to thank for it.
I knew I liked it for a reason.
What's
Kev
that?
has a little bit of he has a little bit in common with you there. He's got
Yeah.
quite a club collection.
Yeah. I'm yeah. Someone send help. There are like putter covers multiplying in my basement.
Yeah,
Heck,
you're on
I'm
the
the least holiest of the group now.
Who
I'm
is?
recovering.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
am least. I'm a born again club hoe.
Okay.
Club virgin.
Born again and again and again.
Born again club virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't made any purchases. I think he's trying to do it really just to spite everyone who's told him he's gonna have like a redone bag by now. We all knew it was gonna be Callaway clubs, but still.
Putter thing for you, right, Kev? Aren't you like a big putter hoe?
Yeah, I've been twitching. I haven't bought anything new lately, so I've been twitching every once in a while.
You have like a nervous tick when you see a putter.
Pretty much. So what's your handicap at right now?
It is. I'm not playing very well right now, but it's down to a dropped. I'm a 14.6. Right now the tee game's kind of Jekyll and Hyde. I'm striking the irons really well and putting really well, but I'm putting myself in bad spots off the tee, and it's frustrating. But we'll get it figured out. I'm not worried about it.
And see, that's why I'm really ridiculously excited for you for the fitting. Just getting in there, getting in. But you've already been to a shaft up, obviously. So Danny is just a magician.
Yeah.
But getting into the right shaft, the right head, dialed down to the right spec, specifically in a Callaway head. And there is literally no telling what they've got slated for you guys for this year, man. So I'm really excited with the advent of AI, or the addition of AI into their design model. It's gonna be crazy, man. Because even from our year, so 2018, excuse me, even the design from the Sub-Zero to the Standard was an entirely different face.
Yeah.
At first glance, it might look similar, but literally was designed differently just based on the difference in the shaping of the head. So
yeah, it should be really cool. Like I know shaft wise, what I want for my irons, but going into the driver thing, totally. I'm just saying, like just tell me what to do. Like I want to know like weight class, whatever, up for whatever.
Yeah. Well, and the cool thing is, you think about last year, they had 15,000 designs before they came up with the face for the flash this year. Think of how much time they've had since they designed that one.
I know.
What they're giving you guys. I mean, that's nuts to think about.
Doc Hawk's got his lab rats down there, like doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It should be cool.
Man, let me tell you, when he started talking about just some of the R&D stuff that's behind the curtain, I swear I saw a Disney flicker in his eye.
Oh,
like so mad scientist in the mind.
Yeah.
They have they've got like a zapper on his ankle or something to tell him to stop talking to
it was really cool meeting him and getting to sit down and just listen to him talk design and some of the science. I mean, it's incredible stuff. And they really, people talk about how much investment they make in R&D, but Callaway's investment is it's a passionate investment. It's not like, hey, we need to make sure we make something a little bit better than last year. They're really trying to figure out, how do we push the bar? How do we really figure out a way to innovate faster and still make things better and easier for golfers? So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of his videos, and he keeps it really simple and concise, but there's all kinds of stuff going on there, so it should be really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It comes down to, is what we're going to put out better than what it was last year?
Yeah, sure.
There's a reason for that huge gap in how long it was between Apex models. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta give you a warning before we get into any other questions. So I'm sensing, if you watched last year, Finley didn't get to play his singles, right? He had a pretty bad stuff.
Felt so bad for him, man.
Yeah, no, you should have been on the bus, man. I literally, he's been labeled a villain, but I literally felt bad for him for the entire ride back. He looked like he was hit by a truck and then dragged.
It's like when Luke takes Vader's helmet off and he's this old shriveled dude, and you feel bad.
Yeah, no, it was crazy, man. But I will say this though, I feel like he's got a chip on his shoulder because he's already talking trash this year. He's already like, I would be surprised if Finley doesn't show up in Darth Finley form in December.
He's going to be like shooting lightning out. I mean, yeah, he's going to be ready. He's got the he'll have done the championship thing and designed the Truist, and he'll be in shape. He'll be good to go.
He's already talking trash in there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Crazy.
He is. And then,
he's just like
Harry got a lesson from George Gangas, right?
So now he's getting Gucci with his swing.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I'm not, there's a chip on the shoulder, even though they won last year.
On the flip side, AJ can't keep his ball in the same fairway. So he's stepping backwards. Some of them are getting kids. You know how that goes. You have kids, you can't play. You don't have the same game.
No, that's true. He's losing a lot of time, man.
That's the excuse I use.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm just curious. What's the lowest score you've ever shot?
81 is my lowest score I've ever shot. My goal this summer is to break 80, and I'm the iron game is there and everything else, but I just gotta give myself better chances from the fairway. I'm feeling pretty good though. Swing feels really good.
Nice. And you've been doing a lot of work on the short game. So
yeah, big time.
That's a huge
short game of putting. When Ohio Golfer came up and we had our little match, a month or so ago, watching him, never out of a hole, even when he's off in the crap, and you just got to get up and down, and that's what I'm working on.
Yep.
Yeah, you bet. So, random question here. We're going to go into a couple random questions.
Sure.
Greatest of all time, Jack or Tiger?
Oh, Tiger.
Okay. You can stay on the podcast. You're good.
I'm a Jack fan. Tiger's the place to go.
If you could meet any Callaway staffer, who would it be?
Oh, man. I don't know. That's really tough.
Good options out there.
Yeah.
Frankie, Phil.
Yeah, probably my favorite player is Xander. My probably favorite is Xander. Is probably my favorite staffer right now. It would be, I think Francesco would be pretty cool to meet too. He's ice cold killer. I think Wheezy would be sweet to meet too. She's badass. Probably Xander would be my number. He just seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
I shoot a Twitter video with Phil. That's all I want to
do. Dude, is that
doing is social, deserves $1 million a year. It's so good.
It's great. The weird thing is he comes into the Twitter so late, and literally everything is just like liquid gold. He just drops.
Yeah. He's such a weird dude, and I feel like it's so perfect for social. It's so good.
And he actually had a few weeks ago. He had a video he did. And I think I sent it to you, Jordan, where he was showing you some of the short game off the fringe.
Yeah.
Steep swing and let it roll out.
Yeah,
man, I used that my last couple rounds. It's made a huge difference. So it was like I really am glad he's on Twitter just for entertainment alone, but just his
so good. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, my calves have never looked better since he's put out his.
Do you think he has calf implants?
Calf implant. That would explain the bombs.
I don't know, man.
That would explain the bombs, dude.
We have to ask some of the Zuku guys. They may have some inside information.
Is there a way to get fast twitch injections in your calves and your hips? That was letting him speed through. He's got crazy speed at his age, man.
It must be the gum. It has to be the gum.
Yeah.
You can touch doing it. He's doing it. Come on.
That's man.
All right, another question. I got one more random question here.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, Jean-Claude Van Damme or Patrick Swayze?
Rest in peace. I think Swayze's got him. He's Swayze's scrappy.
Why would you pair them together too much? Oh, that's so random. That is so random.
Jean-Claude can do the splits, but I think Swayze take him.
I actually like faithfully skip past all of the new Jean-Claude Van Damme movies on Netflix.
No, all you need is like Bloodsport and Time Cop. Like
as soon as I see them, anything like post like 2002, I'm skipping them.
he's too meta now. You just got to go old school.
Yeah,
I just like that you could tell that we didn't talk about this beforehand by Clayton's response.
So random.
So random.
Swayze's the man. He can sing, he can dance, he can fight.
That's right.
So you guys have quite a few teammates already.
Yeah.
And we're getting close, man. So you're probably halfway there? Are you 5 or 6 guys?
We've got McLovin, me, Ratty, Big Sky, and we've got ZB now. So we've got 5. So we've got 7 to go, and we've got the ASCAP, Mike G.
Yeah.
Dad, just doing good stuff, man.
We got an open contest. So you guys, how is the gelling going amongst the team? And I guess what you guys looking for future from just a teammate standpoint?
Gelling really well. We're on we've got a Google Hangouts chat that we're on most of the day, and it's hard to get work done because there's always something going on there. And then the guys are just really cool. Like I played golf with Chris like in December, and he's just like the best guy, awesome captain. And there's been some really good entries in the new contest. I think it's another hard one to stand out in, and there's been some really good ones. And I think just the key, you just, I think, got to be yourself and don't be a Richard. And I think building this team, they know what they're looking for. And I think they're doing a really good job building it so far.
I agree 100%. I'm really impressed with just kind of the activity, the engagement, the excitement of the team.
So really, really good. Yeah. And we talk a lot about that, and, working on posting and taking pictures and all that stuff, just because, you guys did such a great job bringing everybody along, and it's so hard. We see it every year, such good content, and you got to bring it. And we're really focused on that. And everybody's just been like super cool, super helpful. We talk about good swings and bad swings and going to the range and our rounds and all that stuff. And it's been really, really cool.
What's really cool is that it doesn't end. Like we're still, I'll pick up my phone every day and there'll be like 300 messages missed.
Constantly blowing up. Yeah. Yeah.
There's so much that you're going to take away from there. I still look at the pictures. I was looking at the pictures earlier from December.
Oh, I know.
It's so much that you're going to remember. And we say that all the time, but you'll remember for the rest of your life. It's just something that becomes a part of you. So
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Are there any parts of the event? Obviously, you've had. I've talked to you several times. You've looked through some of the older threads. Are there any parts of the event that just make you a little nervous outside of the golf? Because the golf is what it is. But are there any things that you're anxious about?
I don't want to get have too much of a good time at the nest. Obviously, like I know Luke. That's like part of his game plan. And I'm not don't drink a ton anymore, so I'm pretty cheap date, and I'm gonna just be careful, gonna be wary of the fireball from Luke, and
just make eye contact. Just don't make eye contact with Luke.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I gotta go. I'm gonna go talk to the clown outside. That guy.
Yep. So don't make eye contact with Luke, and don't re-nest. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Other than that, I wouldn't say nervous about anything. I just, there's just so much going on, and it's going to be happening so fast. I think just like keeping everybody updated I'm not nervous about it, but it's a big task, and I know we're working really hard at it. But yeah, Luke's a little scary. So
looks like a gremlin. He's got rules. Gremlins, you can't let them have sunlight. You can't can't put water on them. Luke, you can't look him in the eyes.
No.
You can't let him give you a shot of fireball. There's rules. We'll have to put those together.
For real, I'm stoked to meet all those guys. It's gonna be so much fun.
Shooting from the hips tonight, man.
Yeah. love the Gremlins reference.
So here's a couple. Well, I'll just say this is probably one of my granddaddy recommendations. This is a pro tip that I don't think gets slung around enough. Visit the pro shop more than once. So when you go in there, they're going to obviously whenever they turn everybody loose in the pro shop, there's going to be like a mad blitz. It's going to be like Super Bowl Sunday when everybody's trying to get chips and salsa and hot dogs and all that jazz. And then they're going to restock, and there's going to be stuff that's in the restock that you never saw. And to this day, like I cry like a little thug tear every time I see JB's polo.
With the so good. He was wearing it the other day.
Yeah, we saw that. Clayton and I sent each other messages right away. We're like, dang it, we didn't see that.
I'm gonna go in with a plan for sure.
Yeah, when you think you spent too much, spend another 200.
Yeah,
right.
He was just like, be prepared.
Absolutely, do not max out your first visit. Make sure you make at least 2 visits and give them a chance.
But I'm calling you too to let you know what they have. So
you'll have a direct line for me because I might need you to pick me up something.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the one thing that I think everybody is curious about is equipment, right? So it's a big part of the event. What are they going to do this time? When you look at your bag and what you're comfortable with and maybe what you are looking to tweak, what are you most excited about?
Definitely the top of the bag, just because that's going to be like totally blind, and I'm looking for their expertise. I kind of know like what I like in the irons, playing a combo set, and they're the best things I've ever hit. And so I know that I really like that setup. Open to see like what's coming out, obviously. And then, I definitely wedge-wise, I'm pretty happy with my setup right now. Obviously, we can get tips from somebody who knows what they're talking about out there. And same with putters. I don't know. I'm having really good success with the EXO Marksman right now, but I don't know what is best for my eye and the way I set up and my stroke. So, really the whole thing, I'm pretty wide open aside from irons, knowing what I really like and play well with.
Are you a long iron guy or are you a hybrid guy?
I have a 4. I go up to a 4 iron, and then I have a 3 hybrid, and then currently I have a 5 wood, but I would probably do like a 4 wood. And I'd be open to, if they're doing, Yeah, so really looking forward to seeing maybe if there's some new utilities coming for the high end of the bag, because I've never hit one of those, and I think it might fit my eye pretty well. I think it would maybe a little better than a hybrid for me.
Yeah, like we were saying, they should be about due for a new model, so it'll be pretty cool to see if they come up with that. And I personally, I'm excited to see if they bring the AI into more of the bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't, no insider information obviously, but I could see like if bringing back like the Epic Flash iron and that having like some sort of AI, super high end iron kind of thing.
I'd be interested too because of when you look at the complexity of the pro irons this year, and them, everything from really taking the technology that they had in the Rogue Pro irons and putting that into the Apex Pros and shrinking it to a certain extent, but making it forged. Really, really complex design. Can AI simplify that? Does it make it, or even not from a simplicity perspective, but from a performance perspective, is there a way to still squeeze out more performance? Honestly, when I hit these irons, I am absolutely shocked at how good these are, just consistently good. And so for them to improve is going to be interesting. I don't know if that happens this year or next year, obviously with the cycle that they're on, but still look at another iron that's coming out. It doesn't have to be Apex replacement for it to still be stellar because the technology that's going into it now. And even looking at the ball, obviously Callaway has the ball that changed the ball, but does AI change the ball that changed the ball? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. I know we're probably on a ball refresh year. It would be interesting to see what they've got. It's such a good, both the Chrome Soft and the CSX and everything are both awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the triple track design that we see in the new CSX come to the Chrome Soft. I think that'll be great for a lot of golfers.
Yeah.
Don't quite fit into the CSX,
Mm-hmm.
but I absolutely love that ball. Like
you and Mick love it.
And everything in between. I love that ball.
Mick love it is like, you got to like clear the room every time he starts talking about it. Just like he won't shut up about the CSX TT. Like,
yeah, it's so good.
He's obsessed.
I tried that out and immediately knew that was going to be the gamer for the year. It's so good.
And I never knew triple track would make that big of a difference in my putting. So I actually used to turn, when I first got the balls, I would turn to the blank side because I felt like I could be a little bit off with the alignment, and so I didn't want to use it. But still, just getting it close and eyeballing it, looking close enough, it still gets you closer to the hole, if not in.
With the marksman, it's like cheating almost.
Yes. Yeah. Especially if you have a flat lie. You've got a flat, a straight put in. Yeah. It's unreal.
I've never been a line guy. I always thought it hurt me more than it helped me. But no, triple track has been a game changer for me on shorter putts. It's been awesome.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, nice.
We're gonna be interested to see. I'm interested to see how they use those in the putter fitting this year.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it should be really interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they can bring out to top Stroke Lab. Like, how can they improve on it? What are they bringing out new shapes? What's going to go on?
It's gonna be, that's like the common tech in everything they make going forward, I have to imagine. And then just probably new, whether it's, like new insert tech or that kind of thing. But I feel like Stroke Lab has to just stick around. It's going to be like in everything they make, we'll see new two-lawn shapes. I'm kind of like fingers crossed for the double wide two-lawn, and then
yep.
And then we'll see what else they come out with. But yeah, Stroke Lab's so good.
The double wide it was a sleeper for me because I've typically always played mallets, and and then Luke on top of that is pretty adamant about, unless you're Tiger Woods Woods of 2000, unless you're that guy, you really need to have a mallet. But and not that it's a true blade, but I don't really know how to explain why it's so good. I use the Tuttle. The Tuttle probably is still my favorite mallet from a comfort standpoint of just sinking putts. The Vegas is my favorite looking putter, hands down, across the board, of any shape, period. But from a utility standpoint, the double wide is so good. I've sunk more putts with that than I have with anything.
Yeah, I'm really, I didn't want to love the marksman just because it's so big, but I know AJ and Chad are big marksman guys, and that thing is just, it's so good.
Absolutely, man. Really good.
I think half the team ended up going with that from their team.
It's just, it's super easy to line up, obviously, and then it's just like, if you're not making it, you're burning the edge every time.
Yeah. So random question, kind of related to putting. You have a 5-footer to win a match. Would you want to take it, or would you call on one of your teammates?
Oh, I'd take it.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Like confidence. That kid.
I like that range.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. You need that because, like, there's nothing more irritating than having a putt out with Luke. Like,
no,
putting against the putting guy is just
no.
He just drops them. He just keeps dropping.
Well,
and even though it doesn't seem feasible because he's 40 feet out for some weird reason, he didn't get to where he wanted to on the green, which doesn't happen very often. He still stopped it like 6 inches. It's great.
I think the mentality is, I'm reading a book right now, and the mentality is you have to feel like you're going to make the putt, every time, like even from 40 feet, like you putt to make the putt, and that's probably what he does.
Yeah.
So are you looking at are you excited about possibly matching up in singles with anybody from the Zoo Crew?
I'm stoked to meet all those guys. I don't know. We'll leave Darth Finley to one of the higher profile team members, but I think I'd match up well against #Chad. I know he golfs his ball, but I feel like I think we'd have a good match and a good time. He's got a little girl and seems like a really good dude. I think we'd have a good match. I think I could maybe take him.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, he can go low, but
exactly. Yeah.
I've seen some ridiculous stuff from you, even offline, off the forum.
Yeah.
So and the way you're trending right now. And on top of that, just remember, man, pops are a man's best friend out there. So.
There's a reason I'm the cap that I am today. It was +1 through 4, and I shot a 47 or something. So who the hell knows what happened?
So that happens. Yeah. Great thing is match play. That doesn't matter.
Exactly. So I think he would probably be in terms of the way we play golf, he would be a good match.
Yeah, he's just a great guy, dude. You'll have a great time talking to him and playing and the funny thing is we talk a lot about the golf and the matchups and the strategy, and that's all a part of it, man. And Mike and Chris are going to take care of that, making sure they fit guys based on personality as well as who they think will match up well. But in all of that, you still have to just take the course in, man, because you're going to be out there trying to grind it out, and then you're going to look up and you're going to see a backdrop you can't even like.
Just like we're out at the Grandaddy, like we're playing Ryder Cup match with the Callaway guys and all the THP guys, like at this sick course. Al's gonna be following along with us, giving us Choco tacos and blueberry vodkas. Like, come on, man! Like, I want my match, but like, I'm gonna eat some breakfast sliders too.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
3 months down the line, when you're talking to people about it, oh man, now you got Clayton turned on talking about.
I know.
Hey, what do I have to do to get another one? Like, I've been trying to figure it out for months. Like, how do I know Caddy's like a one-time deal. How can I get more sliders, man? I gotta figure this out.
We'll figure out a way.
If I'm not a member, can I just drive to the course and stand outside the gate and order breakfast sliders in the morning? Is that something I could do?
Yeah. They'd probably bring you one.
Hey, Jourdan, I think we've lost Skinny Clayton.
Oh yeah, he's bad.
Oh man, I'm just going to hit the gym out.
When you're talking about it 3 months down the line, golf is like the fourth or fifth thing that you talk about.
Oh yeah.
You talk about everything else up until that point, and then it's like, oh yeah, and we played golf.
Yeah, I think it's obviously like it's a part of it, and we're focused on playing well and doing well and showing up, but got to look at the big picture and how special it is, and we want to show them as good a time as they show us. So I think the guys on the team so far really get it, and I think it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Hey, the goal is to enjoy the event like it's your last, as it usually is. Then ultimately pray it comes back, man. I'll never forget that announcement the day they announced us coming back for 2019. I was just like,
I was so stoked, man, because I was entering hard last year to and when I saw McLovin get up there this year, I was like, oh man, yeah, I want to go bad.
He's going to be a heck of a captain.
Oh, yeah, he's and Mike, and all the Mikes are great.
Mike on,
but Mike G's just been like, anytime we're like talking about something, he'll chime in and be like, oh no, you don't know yet, but I'll walk you through it. And he's just such a good dude. We're really lucky.
We're gonna need you to just randomly yell, "Hey, Mike," as many times as possible when you guys get together.
Hey, Mike.
Dude, leave it. Don't even look at anybody.
Yes.
We're gonna have to like get like T-shirts or to differentiate. Like,
I think Mike G is going by Brown Mike.
Brown. We got to have like a prison Mike, Brown Mike.
Like, do we have a date Mike, prison Mike?
When he said call me Brown Mike, I was like, stop.
Oh man. Hey, you got any questions for us, man? Anything on your mind?
I mean, no, I mean I talk to Clayton like
every day.
That's awesome.
So, you know, we've been talking about all this for a long time, and I'm just, you know, pumped to talk to Kev here, and you know, like I hear from Shane every once in a while, and at Cobra, you know, like from the year before you guys. So like I've gotten a lot of input from all over. So I'm just it's coming up fast. It's like what, 5 months away, and so we got to get 7 guys in 5 months. So it's going to be fast and furious here really soon, and we're all really pumped. You know, like we're just feeling really good.
I'm really excited to see the team develop. I don't think there was a single person on the forum that was more happy for you when I saw your name pop up there, man. Like I was at work.
And same for you last year too, dude. Like same.
Yeah.
Thing, you know.
I was at work and I was just like literally on 10, like I got the PM again, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's really cool knowing that person that is going, you know, they're going to kill the event and show the appreciation it's due and just really bring a lot of value to the forum. It's exciting, man. So
yeah, I appreciate that. I'm really, I can't wait to take everybody along. I'm really happy, and I'm going to do my best. I hope I can bring it like you guys did. And
you're going to do great. Your whole team's going to do great.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, it's cool. Just, I mean, you can see the camaraderie already built up when you're just talking in the forum. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're and like what Zach came in like 10 days ago, and it's just like seamless. It's been really cool.
Yeah, I want to get one sidetrack here. I want to give THP props quick too, because we talk about Callaway and the Grandaddy and everything, but just listening to you two talk. I mean, you guys have known each other for a while. You're close.
Yeah.
All of us are talking here because we met each other on the internet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, so THP has got to give THP props for everything.
It's the best. And like, so I was a lingerer for a long time. You know, I joined in 13 or 14 and was there like looking at reviews and then post occasionally. And then, you know, Clayton said, I think you bought something for me. I think you bought a hybrid for me, Clayton, or something. And you're like,
at the time, it was.
And you were like, you should like join Albatross Club and like sign up for Shaft Up. And then like a week later, I got in Shaft Up with Mike, and
nice.
And then it's just like, you know, building, and you know, try to stay so involved. We met Clayton like in the airport coming home from Shaft Up, and then like,
that's right.
To Be Fast came up last summer to play golf, play with JD Tox, and like you know, Cobra in Florida and Chris in Florida. It's an awesome community, and Morgan and JB like do a hell of a job, and for a pretty thankless, you know, task for what they do. You know, they do a lot of hard work, and it's going to be, it's a special place. It's very cool. Everyone is just like, what is this forum that you're on?
Well, the cool thing is when you get to, I mean, there's going to be a lot of questions when you start showing off your bag, when you get back, like how. And so when you get to tell the story, to his point, we met in the airport. Really, just he was leaving the Shaft Up finale. I was headed to Orlando, and I think at that time, I think I had bought my second hybrid from you because I went. I think I purchased. Was it the Epic hybrid?
I think you bought an Epic 3 hybrid.
So I got the Cobra hybrid, got the Epic hybrid because he was smashing it, but he was still like kind of leaning towards long iron. So I was like, "So what are you gonna do with it?" You know. But we got to meet up there in the airport. He got to meet my family.
Yeah.
And so, man, one of these days, I was out to get up there to visit this spring, but I hadn't gotten the chance to do that. So hopefully, we'll get to do that soon.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, very cool.
Awesome, man. Hey, listen, thank you so much for taking some time tonight, man. Really appreciate finally being able
I appreciate talking to you guys, the super fans, and it's really.
I don't have a Callaway tattoo yet, but I'm pretty sure, like I'm gonna be getting one somewhere.
So someone on our trip will get one. I don't know. We'll see. Not me.
Can we get some of the fake tattoos made up, put on with water?
Idea.
That was
just I'll show up like
I'll
at Al's for dinner and be like, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely, man. All bicep tattoos, or you could just, I mean, you could do it like in a weird place, like back at the neck or something.
The tramp stamp with the granddaddy with the G back there.
Yo, okay, man. Cool. Hey, well, listen, cannot wait to get your teammates on here. We really want to give everybody a chance to get to know the full squad, and you guys are obviously doing a great job on the forum, but definitely looking forward to that. Meantime, thank you so much. Really looking forward to everything you're going to bring to the event, and the countdown begins, man.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Bye, buddy.
Crack on. Have a good night.